Scott Robertson has named his All Black squad for the Autumn Nations Test Series, where the All Blacks play the big dogs. It's a Grand Slam tour for them. They play Ireland, they play Scotland, they play England, and they play Wales. And is this squad strong enough to win a Grand Slam, to go over to Ireland to beat Ireland, to go to Scotland and beat Scotland at Murrayfield, to beat England at Twickenham, and to beat Wales at the Principality? That is the big question here, because I think anything less than that will be a failed tour for this All Black side. Mainly because the squad is established. This is an established squad now. There's not many surprises in here. Everyone has played a game. There's no debutants. Yes, there's a few guys that have got only a number of caps to their name, but it's an established squad, right? There's no surprises. There's no like, oh, why is he there? Why isn't he there? So there's not much experimenting with the squad. Yes, there's a bit of injuries, and that's injury. Everyone has got injuries. Everyone is going to have injuries at different parts of the cycle with their squad. The squad isn't experimenting anymore. This is an established squad, and I've said that a couple times. So you would expect this All Black squad to go over there and win games. The fans will be expecting that. I'm sure the players and the coaching staff will be expecting that. But you need the results. You need the results. I think if you experimented with the squad and you brought in a couple of newbies, a couple of debutants, you almost have an excuse. If you lose a couple games, you're like, we're trying to add depth to our squad, bring new guys in, show them what it's like, show them what it takes to be an All Black. But all of these guys that are in the squad here, apart from Tevita Mafileo, have all played games for the All Blacks. It's an established squad, and you need results going into it or coming out the back of it. You want results, and I'm sure the All Blacks fans want results as well. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the squad? Are you happy with it? Are you not? What inclusions do you like? What inclusions do you not like? Who would you have liked to see in the squad? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. All Black squad for the Grand Slam Tour. Cody Taylor, Samisoni Tokiaho, George Bell, hookers. Ethan de Groot, Tamaiti Williams, George Boa, Fletcher Newell, Pasilio Tossi, and Tevita Mafileo are the props. Locks, Scott Barrett, Patrick Toipolotu, Fabian Holland, Josh Lord. Back rows of Sammy Penny Finau, Simon Parker, Artie Savia, Duplessis Karifi, Wallace Atiti, Peter Lakai, Luke Jacobson. Halfbacks, Cortez Ratima, Cam Roygaard, Finlay Christie. Bowden, Barrett, Damien McKenzie, your fly halves or your 5'8". Centers, Anton Leonard-Brown, Geordie Barrett, Quinn Tupaia, Billy Proctor, Lester Fainganuku, Rico Ioane. And back three of Caleb Clark, Sevu Reece, Leroy Carter, Will Jordan, and Ruben Love. Injured or players unavailable, due to injury, Tyrell Lomax, Tupou Vai, Noah Hotham, Imoni Narawai, Ollie Norris, Ofa Tongafasi, Asafa Moore, Stephen Perofeta, probably Timothy Tavatanawai, also injured, not available there. Again, and I said it at the top of this video, I'm going to say it again, this is an established squad. Apart from Tevita Mafileo, they've all played games. There's no debutants here. Yes, there's a couple of them that have only played 1 or 2 games, but they're all in the squad and they've all shown what they can do at international level. So there's no surprises in that aspect. And that's why I say, and that's why I'm going to keep saying it, you'd expect this All Blacks team to go over and win the Grand Slam and beat all 4 of their opponents, to beat Ireland, to beat Scotland, to beat England, to beat Wales. Okay, yes, there's the little bogey of playing Ireland in Chicago. Pretty sure the last time they played the Ireland won. But expectation is higher because you can't. There's no falling on that excuse of we're experimenting with a squad. We're trying to create depth within positions. Blah blah blah. There's none of that. This is it's a stronger squad they can put out right now. And they want results, they expect results. So the hookers, so obviously Brodie McAllister drops out, George Bell comes in. I do think George Bell offers a lot more with like the potential and the ceiling, if that makes sense. His ability with ball in hand, I think his running game adds a lot more and kind of fits the mold of Tokiaho and Cody Taylor. Obviously not that big, but it definitely fits that mold. So in the props, again, no surprises. You obviously got Ollie Norris that's injured. Offa has been injured. Tyrell Lomax is injured. Offa has been injured for a while now. So no real shocks or surprises there. Hopefully get to see more of Basilio Tossi. That's what you want. Do you want to see Mafileo? See what he could do at international level? He's been in and around the squad for a while now. Hopefully he can get minutes. That's probably the biggest thing, and I do want to add to what I've said at the top of this video, was that while there's no surprises and while you're not experimenting anymore with the whole squad, I hope they do experiment a bit with the actual team that goes out and plays. You've only got Beauden Barrett and Damien McKenzie at 10. You've only tried them at 10 this year. Ruben Love, he's named as an outside back, but also as a first five. Get him in, let him play first five. Let's see what he could do there. We've already seen Beauden Barrett get injured, then you've only had Damien McKenzie to play. Like, who else is your backup 10? I will relate this back to the Springboks because I am also a Springbok fan. Andre Pollard, Marnie Liborg, Sasha Feinberg, Damien Willemse can also play 10. Like, that's 4 10s off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Strong squads, you need to have guys that can play different positions or guys that can back up in case of injuries, right? So I hope that happens on this tour for the All Blacks, that while they haven't experimented with the squad that's been named, I hope they experiment a little bit with the actual team that plays on match day. In the locks, so no surprises there. I thought they would have brought Sam Darry back in. He's been playing good for Canterbury. Maybe he's injured, I'm not too sure. I thought they would have brought him in instead of Josh Lord. Obviously, Tupovai injured. In the back row, again, no surprises. I would have liked to see Christian Leowieli in. I thought he was unreal versus France, but obviously not getting the rub of the green yet. Totally excluded from the rugby championship. Yes, they had guys come back from injury, but I think he adds that little bit more with his ability at line-out time, and he's a good 8. But it probably can cover probably 6. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But you've got guys that like Dalton Papali'i totally out of the equation here. So interesting to see how the makeup of that back row goes. In the halves, probably my only question mark was maybe bringing in Carl Preston over Christie, because Christie, has he signed to go overseas? Is he looking to go overseas? Obviously, must not be, because he's getting selected here. When he did get his opportunity in the Rugby Championship, he played really well. Cam Roy, let's be honest, Cam Roygott is going to start every game unless he gets injured. Okay, so the other guys are just kind of backup. 10, I've already said my bit on the 10s. I hope Ruben Love gets opportunity at 10 on this tour, even if it's off the bench. Like, give him minutes. Someone else needs to be playing a bit of 10. Yes, Richie Mwanga is coming next year for the All Blacks, but you still need guys covering positions like that, especially an important position like that. You need guys that can not just chucked in at the last minute, like, oh shit, do a job for us. You've played a couple minutes there. Let's see what you can do now if needed. Centers, again, no real surprise, surprised to see Antonina Brown back in the mix. Don't really know of anyone else that could have. Timothy injured, obviously Tavatavanawai. We saw how well Quintu Paia went at 13. It'll be interesting to see how they go for that first game versus Ireland, who makes the starting spot at 12 and 13. I think they're going to stick with Geordie at 12. It just depends on whether they go back to Billy Proctor or stick with Tupaia. You'll be almost crazy to drop Tupaia after that performance in the last game versus Wallabies, because he was sensational. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And then the back three, there's no surprises there. Glad to see Ruben Love get the 5'8" written next to his name. And you're probably looking at Caleb Clark starting, Leroy Carter starting on the other wing, and Will Jordan starting at fullback. Rico Ioane is at centre, but named as an outside back as well. He could look at, or Leicester Fainganuku, the same thing. Midfield, but named as an outside back. Obviously, the injuries there as well, like I mentioned. Again, no surprises in the squad. Mafileo being the only one who hasn't played a game for the All Blacks. There's no excuses around not getting results because you've got an established squad here now. There's no experimenting. There's no things of, we're trying new players to add depth to the squad. You're going on a Grand Slam. You won 4 from 4. Razor won 4 from 4. The players won 4 from 4. And the fans won 4 from 4. And I think they all expect that as well. So big pressure on the All Blacks for this Grand Slam tour. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.